This guy. Griefing. Threw away the game for his team. Warwick. Why? Because Heimer refused to TP to Baron and allowed Malphite to get Baron and make the Baron 50-50. Okay, so the Warwick was soloing Baron. He pinged Heimerdinger to come by and help him with Baron. And Heimerdinger was pushing somewhere else, I guess. And Warwick kept trying to solo the Baron anyway. And the jungle Malphite came by and stole it. And Warwick was mad that, you know, his team allowed the enemy Malphite to get Baron when he made the call that he wants Baron right fucking now. And that's the reason he started throwing. Like, he didn't show up for fights. He was intentionally feeding in our jungle. And all from that one moment, right? This is the epitome of platinum toxicity, where people are like, I want things my way right now, exactly how I want it. And if they don't get it, they're going to start intentionally feeding. I've dealt with this kind of stuff in the past before, and my answer is, if you see a guy who's actually doing well, like, don't follow a feeder, but if a guy's doing well, 9, 5, 10, he's calling for a play and he insists upon it, even if it's not the best idea, try to be in the area, because if he does not get the play that he wants, there's a very high chance that he will AFK or worse, start trolling, which in this case is what Warwick did, feeding our team kills. The Heimerdinger, as much as I hate to say this, should have just gone there. If he sees his jungler foaming at the mouth with rage, saying, everyone get over to Baron right now, just go over there. Even if the Malphite stole it with Heimerdinger there, Warwick would not be as likely to int and troll as he would be if Heimerdinger did not show up. That's literally what this game came down to. That one play right there. And I'm not saying it's Heimerdinger's fault that Warwick's an asshole, but you have to find some way to mitigate people's, you know, how douchebaggy people can be in Platinum, and Heimer should have just caved in and gone along with it. When they're on your team, yeah, just, you know, negotiate with them. You need the LP, right? And again, that's only if they're doing well. If this guy was 0-9-0, yeah, do not listen to his play. But if he's doing okay, yeah, even though it might not be the best idea, go over there, stand by him, help with the Baron, see what happens. Because this is what happens when 12-year-olds don't get their way. They will throw a game that their team was winning. There was no way we deserved to win this with how badly we were performing, how much Brand was constantly pinging everyone, telling them it's their fault for blah blah blah. And we would not have won this game if it did not turn into a 5 versus 4 in our favor. Sorry, it was more like a 6 versus 4 with the enemy Warwick feeding us kills to get us up on gold and stuff. Not too long ago, I had a similar game with a 12-year-old Draven, and we knew that he was 12 because he was raging at us throughout the game, but he was on point with his access. He was a mechanically good Draven player. Now, midway through the game, he bought himself a control ward, walked into the enemy jungle, planted it, and called for us to join him. Now, we didn't have any vision going into the enemy jungle, so this seems like a bad idea on the surface, and we did ping him to retreat, but of course he's not going to listen because he is 12 years old and needs to have things his way right fucking now, or he's going to throw a temper tantrum. Knowing that we can't reason with the guy and considering that he is fed, we decided to go in with him and try to make the most of it, and the play that unfolds from here is not so bad. If Draven dies with us around him, he'll probably just abuse us verbally, but if we left him inside the enemy jungle and he died trying to make a play on his own, I guarantee you that this guy would have been running it down mid, because that's what 12-year-old players do when they don't get their way. So again, when you have a 12-year-old teammate demanding certain plays, do try to follow up on the play if and only if they're actually performing well, because while things may or may not go well following their play, you'll avoid the worst case scenario where they will start trolling the team for not following up on their play. If you love these videos and want to see more, do hit the subscribe button and use the bell icon to be notified on when the next video comes out. If you want to improve your in-game decision making, take a look through the playlist on the left, and if you want to learn some League strategies, take a look through the playlist on the right. You can also follow on Twitter, and if you want to support this channel directly, do click on the Patreon link to support this channel.